Good Saturday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tesuiji at the desk with the Saturday Scouts, the 2027 season opener for the Hoofddorp Pioneers, your reigning Holland champions. And because it's the first stream of the month, the Mob Your Bob giveaway is once again running. I can't believe they're letting me do it again after what happened last time when I gave away around 278 total packs. Lucky call. Unfortunately, my nose is running today, so I will be going on mute rather frequently. All right. New face in Hoofdklasse, as the Rosmelin Griffins have been promoted. Some new faces, some new uniforms as well. I went ahead and made these uniforms. They're not in the base game. You can download them from the Out of the Park forums. Ditto for Den Haag Storks. They were last year's promotee, or the year prior's promotee, and now they are available in Out of the Park 26 for you to download. What happened to Utrecht and the Amsterdam Pirates? Well, they're in Eerste Klasse down here. And I decided to take a look and see if there's any other familiar faces. Oh yeah, we're projected to win the title. Breivik's going to have another fantastic season, or at least that's the prediction. Big calls for Warner and Sulbaran and Van Doorn. I'd love to see that. I was taking a look at some of the other leagues and seeing if there's any familiar names or any big names that fell into the lower leagues. So we got Quinn Cotton playing with Utrecht. Nolan Blackwood over with the Eurostars. Van der Weist wound up in Eerste Klasse. Interesting. Let's see. Anyone down in Tweede Klasse? Elias Montero, who I think is actually still supposed to be over in League Redacted right now. Finding himself in Tweede Klasse playing with the Gouda Braves. Jose de Leon, ditto. Delino de Shields Jr., potential free agent. But the one that made me chuckle was down here in Derde Klasse, Hunter Dozier. Slugging away for the Leusden Reds. How the mighty have fallen. So, let's get underway with our first game. Remember, Mob Your Bob is open, and you can win up to 100 standard packs if you call the Bob I pull. We've got a new lineup intro as well. I took the feedback from last time, heard that there were some, that it wasn't as good as it could be. So I went ahead and made some adjustments, did a different spin on it. Hopefully it doesn't come in too loud. And we'll see how that goes. Let me just clear my nose before we do that. And now the starting lineup for your Pioneers. Batting first, the center fielder, Tyrell Mercado. Batting second, the shortstop, Jakey Josefa. Batting third, the left fielder, Breivik Valera. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Jonathan Scope. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Bas Krakendonk. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Gideon Marlin. Batting seventh, the catcher, Brian Cappers. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Giandino Trump. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Riquelme de Castro. And today's starting pitcher, Austin Warner. Poll for Mob Your Bob will be open until the end of our first game. Signarf Lobstock for the Osterhout Twins. About to get things started here against Austin Warner. Sport Park Pioneers, the scene for today's game. Steve van der Veer. 2-0 on the way. Line to short. Josefa brings it in. Josefa, real player. Former Arizona Diamondback prospect. And we snapped him up. We got him on a 2-year plus player option deal to come out and participate in Hoofdklasse. Here's a line shot to left. That's going to fall in front of the left fielder. Played on a bounce by Valera. It's a 2-out double for Darrell Collins. One of the legends in Honkbal Hoofdklasse. Darrell Collins. 394 career hits across all levels of international play. Freddie Vos. Full count. Dribbler back to the mound. Warner gobbles it up. On to Scope. That'll end the inning. The double goes for naught. Misha Harksen. 4-pitch mix. Been with Osterhout for quite a while. Tyrell Mercado. Guancoos, thank you for the follow. Safe at first on a seeing guy single. Here's Josefa. Mercado's off and running. First game, first stolen base for the center fielder. Josefa plunks it into right field. That might be enough to give the first run to the Pioneers. Runners at the corners for Breivik Valera. Fly ball. Deep to left. That should be deep enough to tag. Here's the throw by van der Veer. Not deep enough. It'll be up to Jonathan Scope. Dribbler to the third base side. Easy play there. Vos completes the double play, and the Pioneers strand runners at the corners. Benny Hoogheemstra, the catcher. Slow roller to second. Easy play by DeCastro. Last year's shortstop, he moves over to second to make room for Josefa. Here's the center fielder, Carolina. Slow roller to first. Scope is as steady as they come over at first base. Second baseman, Arcadian Muller. Called strike 3 from Warner. Here's the first round selection in the last year's draft. Bas Krakendonk. We renamed him from Kranendonk. Because with that kind of a name, yeah, that's someone fun. Fly ball to right. That'll hang up long enough for Piest to make the grab. Marlin strikes out swinging. Harksen with his first K of the day. There's Brian Coppers. Inside out's this one. That'll be a 2-out single for the catcher. Coppers, a new addition to the club. Was not drafted out of the Honkbal Hoofdklasse first-year draft. Went to the San Jose Bonnies and now with the Pioneers. Trump watches strike 3 sail past Hoogheemstra with an excellent frame job. Jerzy Van Gool, the shortstop for the Twins. Right back up the middle. Easy play for DeCastro. One away. Yuri Piest, the right fielder. First walk issued by Warner. That'll bring up Signarf Lupstock with 1 away and a runner at first. To third. No play at second, so Marlin will go across the diamond. So far, Marlin not affected by the Guru. A little annoyed that he got hit with it, but hopefully we can go find another third baseman. Psycho Deco, thank you. I will bunt at the next available opportunity. Good to see you. 2 out. Runner at first is Van der Veer. Liner over the head of Josefa. And the Twins will take the 1-0 lead. Jury pieced with the RB with the run scored. Here's Frederick Vos. 0-2 on the way. Line drive deep to left field, but right at Valera. Psycho Ducko with an opinion. By the way, I took your advice, and now your insight into the size of clubs, and now all the Honkbal Hoofdklasse, Eerste Klasse, Tweede Klasse, and Derde Klasse have a 10-man reserve roster instead of unlimited to get closer to the actual maximum roster size of 32. De Castro, bouncer to short. Fangoul. Plenty of time. 1 away. Here's Mercado. Tries to inside out this one. Easy play for Mueller. That's 2 away. Here's Josefa. 3-0 the count. First walk issued by Harkson. That'll bring up Valera with a runner at first and 2 down. Back-to-back walks. Yes, the money situation. I don't know how to fix that just yet. Considering that this is going to be the last year of a lot of teams' entry-level contracts for their players, I think next year is going to be when we can actually adjust the finances so that teams don't have money to spend. And that's going to hurt me. So we'll see if it's justifiable. Scope strikes out again. Popped up, center field, Mercado drifting. That'll be the first out. Here's Carolina, the center fielder for the Twins. Popped up the foul line, Scope charging in. That'll be 2 down. And here's the second baseman, Mueller. High drive, deep to right field, right center field. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Warner. Harkson will face Krakendonk, Marlin, and Coppers. Slow bouncer to Mueller, going to be a tough play, and Krakendonk is retired. Here's Marlin. Line shot to left. 2 away with Van der Veer making the grab. Coppers now, full count. Walked him. Jandito Trump. One of the bright spots in last year's Twins club, or Pioneers club, will pop out to the first baseman, Lopstock. Still 1-0 Oosterhout. I don't know what's been going on, but basically since midnight last night, my nose has been running like crazy. I don't know if it's like wildfire smoke, or my antihistamines have run out, or what I'm allergic to has it changed. Okay, someone's got to catch that. We got to see how high this thing went. 67-degree launch angle. Whee! Splat. 1-1 on the way to Signarf. Right back through the middle and through the wickets of De Castro. Van der Veer, the left fielder. Another line shot up the middle. Back-to-back singles with 2 out here. This one's cut off by Warner. They try to get the trailing runner, and Scope makes the out. Score it 8-3-6. Watch Mercado's throw. Van der Veer gets greedy and is thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double. Dishnet! Hey! Thank you for the resub. I owe you so many uniforms. Make sure that you follow Dishnet34 for some Power Pros action. That is, of course, WBC Olympic E-Series announcer Dishnet34. And I think he's going live with a Saturday Showdown over on the official Out of the Park Developments channel later, right? Dish, make sure you get in on Mob Your Bob. De Castro. Mercado will strike out. Harkson now with 4 Ks on the day to go with 4 walks. Josefa. First and second for Breivik. Hit and run was on, but it's fouled. And he's plunked. First hit by pitch that we've seen this game. Scope now with a chance to make some noise and possibly give the Pioneers a lead. 3-0 the count. Harkson walks in the tying run. That's the honkball Hoofdklasse we know and love. Krakendonk looking for his first hit as a professional. Will strike out instead with the bases loaded. Marlin bounce to third. Easy play there by Fos. We're tied up at 5, or at 1s through 5. Warner will pitch to Collins here. And bean him a little bit of tit for tat. That'll be the end of Austin Warner's day. Franklin von Gerp in to deal with Frederick Vos. Von Gerp so critical to this team's success in last year's postseason drive. Josefa to De Castro on to first. It's a double play. Here's Hoog Heemstra. Full count on the way from Von Gerp. Called strike 3. Might as well give everyone some pitching time. Van der Schaaf is going to be next up out of the pen. Coppers up against Harkson. We're getting to the point, Dish, and Psycho Ducko, where we're going to have fictional players coming out of the draft, like Coppers, like Falke van Doorn, and Krakendonk. KD. Krakendonk. Krakendonk is here. Jandito Trump tries to go the other way. That will fall on the warning track. It'll be an extra base hit for the designated hitter, Jandito Trump. He's thinking 3. He will get to third base. Piest can't come up with it. And it's a triple with 1 away. We only have 3 guys who can backfill him, though. Do we trust De Castro to make the out here? Guy still hasn't figured out how to put the ball in play. We're going to do a pinch hitter. Hemskirk will come in and play second base. Line shot to right. That'll do it. Terrence Hemskirk parks it into right field. And the Pioneers take a 2-1 lead. Tyrell Mercado, 1 for 3 today. Pops this one up a mile high. Easy play for Hoog Heemstra. 80-degree launch angle. It's never straight up and down. Oh, Psycho Ducko, I owe you a bunt. Right. Here. Don't think I forgot. All right, Hemskirk will check into second base. We're probably going to go with Hofstede taking over for Valera after his next at-bat. Now pitching Stijn van der Schaaf. 3-pitch mix. Was originally tabbed to be a starter, but blew out his arm. Torn UCL in 2025. Came back in 2026. Expectations that he's going to be used out of the bullpen here. Muller grounds to third. Across the diamond. Marlin 2 away. That'll bring up Jerzy Van Gool. And Theo Pelican. Or do we go with Hulsbergen? We got a lot of lefties coming up. Let's go with no, Pelican. We are only leading by 1, Tisweegi. Don't overcook this one. Slow roller to short. Josefa's throw is on the money. Meet me in St. Louis. Sing along if you know the words. Turns out that's more popular than Take Me Out to the Ball Game in some parts of the Netherlands. I'm just trying to get the link to... There we go. Mob Your Bob is still open until the end of this game. Make sure that you get your guess in. I only have about 60 some odd packs this time, unlike last time, in which case Nicolino took my legs because I had to give away something like 270 packs. Not had to, but you know what I mean. Erwin Mies into the game. Fastball changeup knuckle curve blend. First round selection from the draft. Likely going to be a starter if that changeup develops. Breivik will find his way aboard. How is Hofstede's running? Terrible. Okay, so we're going to leave Valera out there. Here's Jonathan Scope. Fly ball carrying deep to left, but on the warning track, it's picked up by Van der Veer. Krakendonk, switch hitter, flips around to the right side. Well, this is about as terrible as a first game could go. Marlin, hard hit, up the third base line and fair. That's going to roll all the way into the corner. Van der Veer will bring it in. But it's a double with 2 out for Gideon Marlin. Krakendonk standing at third. Brian Coppers, the other new addition to this team, drill to center field. That'll be over the head of Carolina and hand the Pioneers a multi-run lead. Brian Coppers finds his moment. Trump, the DH. Line shot to left center. The rookie, the 19-year-old Irwin, is struggling here as 3 runs have come in to score for the Pioneers. Here's Hemskirk. Pinch hit single double last time up. Here he's going to slug another RBI. This one's going to roll past Carolina again. Another RBI double for Terrence Hemskirk. And this one is officially out of save territory. That'll be the end of Irwin loses day. Luca Verhoeven. And that'll get Henning Hulsbergen up for the Pioneers now that this game is safely out of save territory. Terrell Mercado rolls this into center field. Carolina's been victimized a little bit here today. 7-1 for the reigning champions. All with 2 out, and that will end the bottom of the 7th. Henning Hulsbergen enters the game. Pelikan will sit down. Defensive substitution coming for the Pioneers. Breivik Valera's day is done. Ole Hofstede in to left field. Hulsbergen, sidearm thrower, fastball slider combo. Definitely stronger against lefties than not. And no, I don't know why the players' hats keep disappearing. O2 on the way to Lobstock. Shallow fly ball to left. Hofstede will make the grab. Van der Veer. That's a pop out to second. Hemskirk tracking it. 1-2-3 inning for Hulsbergen. Might as well go to Pelikan for the 9th because we don't have anyone else. First at-bat of the season for Hofstede. Called strike 3 from Verhoeven. Your scope 0 for 3 today. Well, at least work a walk. Krakendonk finally gets his first hit of the season. Somebody pocket that baseball. First of many for Boss Krakendonk. Marlin works the walk, and the bases are loaded with 1 out here for Brian Coppers. Line shot, left field, base hit. Slow roll to Van der Meer. Coppers with another RBI. That makes it 3 on the young season. Here's Trump. Fly ball to right. Tagging. Nope. Piest holds Krakendonk. Hemskirk 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. He will pop out here to end the bottom of the 8th. Hulsbergen will work against Collins and walk him. That'll be the end of his day. Theo Pelikan into the game to deal with Frederick Voss. Oh my. Don't think that one's coming back. Freddie Voss with his first home run of the season. No surprise, the guy's got 95 ranked power, or potential power. Fictional dude, by the way. This one's played on a bounce by Hofstede. Still nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Carolina gets one back against his opponents. First and second now for Arcadian Mueller. To first. Scope. 3-6. No 3. Runners at the corners with 1 away for Jerzy Van Gool. 3-1. Fly ball deep center field. Mercado tracks it down. 2 away. They will concede the run. Hoekheemstra will score. It's 8-4. Jury Piest, sorry. Called strike 3. Pioneers take this one going away 8-4. Some runs allowed in garbage time. Does not matter. We take this one and defend our pennant. Oh no, the schedule's wrong. Okay, I gotta fix this. Can I still edit the league schedule? Import from during preseason. Great. Can I do it in commish mode? Or do I actually have to roll back out of this? Alright, so this is going to be fun. Schedule's all kerschmorgled. Normally, we actually only have 3 games a week. Not this super compressed schedule nonsense. Every league has it. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. It's gonna make for one long off season. I have to figure out what default schedule is being loaded in and delete it. Because I'm not losing that, giving up that game. That was a good game. And we're saving anyway. So let's go take a look at Mob Your Bob. Do we have any more responses? I will give folks a little bit more time as I queue up our login, and we'll see how many packs I can give away. Mob Your Bob coming up. All right. Mob Your Bob is closed. I got 80 packs. Nobody called anything lower than a gold. Some people called a perfect. Oh Lord, how many packs am I going to be giving away? All right, so far the high card out of a standard pack is 66. There is, after all, the bonus. I could be giving away some custom out-of-the-park uniforms. All right, high card is now a 79, courtesy of Dusty Cook. There's a Bud. It's not a Bob. Tsuyoshi Shinjo, current manager of the Fighters over in Japan, by the way. If you're staying up late tonight, you might be able to catch me over on the Pacific League English YouTube channel doing the broadcast for Fighters versus Eagles. There's a Bob and Bob Forsch, but nobody called that one. High card is now an 83, so someone actually is getting close to a custom uniform from yours truly. That's midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific tonight. The high card is now a 94, courtesy of Byron Buxton. He's actually staying healthy this year, isn't he? There's Bobby Thompson. Would love to get a big Bobby Thompson card coming at some point. Jeff Weaver from the April Fool's Day set. There's Robbie, but Robbie is not Bob. The advantage is now I can only focus on golds and above, and anything below that we don't have to focus on. Carlos Santana and Todd Jones. Rob Makoviak. Rob is not Bob. Not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna try and figure out some way to... Oh, Bob Will, okay. I gotta figure out some way to fix the schedule. I do not want to have to deal with a compressed timeline and have that be inaccurate to the rest of the league. I already had to release a good chunk of people from the reserve roster because teams were keeping too many. Hello, Tomokazu Oka. Decent looking card. So I may have to cut this stream a little shorter than expected to do the fix. There may need to be a part 2 to this stream after I fix the schedule. Either that or we let play as it lays and I suffer through not checking the schedule during preseason. Still looking for a gold Bob or above. Tay Morris, thank you for the follow. We're closing in on 1,300 followers, which is kind of silly. Thank you all for being a part of this goofy stuff I do. Joe Musgrove, Justin Tapa. Still looking for a gold Bob or higher. Pete Hotaling. Bob Grimm. Nobody called a silver or bronze Bob, so although... Oh, no, wait. Someone did call a silver Bob. So, Oki, congrats. You're going to be walking out of here with 5 standard packs. Congrats on the call. Where is my music? There we go. All right. Helps if I look. High card is still a 94 for the bonus Out of the Park uniform set from yours truly. You can also get one by subscribing. For every month you're subscribed, you get a complimentary Out of the Park uniform set from yours truly. For your perfect team, for your theme team, for your franchise mode. It's my way of saying thanks for supporting what I do. We are still looking for a gold or higher Bob. Or the Bobby Avila Bob that would make it a perfect call for Oki. Hey, Marcus Thames! Man, I can't wait for the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters alumni theme team. Once I finish that Rocky save, oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be so good. Captain Kevin Biggio from the Hanwha Eagles from last game cycle save, the Saturday Sorin. I do miss that save, you know? That was a good team we put together. Oh, perfect card inbound. It is. Ooh! Jeff Bagwell. Sadly, not able to play for this team. But hey, if you want him, he's up on the market for just a little above the L10. That'll help me afford the Bob Bailey if I don't pack him. Which also means the high card is a 100. Which means, Guancoos, you just got yourself a complimentary out-of-the-park uniform set from yours truly. Please drop me a line on Discord or in a Twitch whisper, and we'll get to talking. I think next week is going to be when we start seeing the live missions come down in price enough that theme teams can start to chase them. I intentionally have not done that yet on any of my clubs because I want to wait. I do have a buy order out from the Hiroshima team redacted for the Tokyo series Sasaki, so if you have one lying around, you know, wouldn't hurt. We are continuing to rip here. There's the new Fernando Valenzuela. Might as well flip him right away. I've got the higher level Valenzuela already on the Lanfair Pulquingle extra stitching. Players with 10 characters or more in their last name. Justin Morneau from the Canada Day collection wearing the WBC kit. Oh, that's an excellent photo. Love it. He's up on the shop. You know he's going to show up over on the Shibugamo Francophonies with the last name like Morneau. One of my other theme teams. Hopefully everyone's 4th of July weekend is going well. I took the day off yesterday, participated in an interview on a podcast. Did some cooking, did some reading. And today I have to do some chores. Roy Sievers diamond card out of a silver pack. All right, let's put him up for 8 999s. There's Bob Wickman. Bagwell was on a standard pack, Psycho Ducko. Hey, Sports Ghost, good to see you. Five packs were made. There's Bob Bescher, so another silver Bob, but still no gold or above Bobs. My kneecaps may remain intact this week. Jackie Robinson, bronze card. Card art this cycle has been on Fuego, by the way. And a diamond in the last one, Tom Bernansky. Put him up for the funny number. And we're going to go buy the limited edition Bonilla. Swap. Oh, right. Same name. Got to do a deactivation, then move the new guy over. There we go. I like how that looks. And yes, we do have the PTCS Bob Feller. That only cost me 300-something thousand points. The only Bob we don't have yet is the big Bob Bailey, who I guess would take over at third base instead of Johnson, or we put him at left over serve. Tough call. Some of these Bobs are definitely getting long in the tooth. Well, congrats again to Guancoos for the call on the bonus question, and Oki for picking up 5 standard packs by calling Bobby Avila, and we still get a standard Bob. Remember, first stream of every month is a Mob Your Bob giveaway. And I have to figure out how the heck we wound up with a compressed schedule. So we basically aren't playing at all in June and July. Yeah. If I was smart, I'd have rolled back. You know, I may still. I mean, it's only 42 games. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to call an audible. I'm going to go offline and fix the schedule. The minor leagues are all bunged up, but we can at least fix the Hofid class, or the one we actually play in. Kudos to the Griffins for winning their first game of the season. 12-3 over the Storks. Chase Antle picking up the big win. Alright folks, I wasn't planning on wrapping up this early, but as you can tell, I've got stuff to fix. But hey, PBE Sim is back up and running for the minors of their, or the World Series of their minor league. So now that it's working again, I'm going to raid y'all into them, and then I'm going to fix the schedule, and then I'll come back online if it's not 4 o'clock yet. Sorry about the mix-up. Is what it is. But hey, at least there's still drops on the way. And don't forget, there is also DishNet 34 with the Saturday Showdown later today at 8 o'clock. And then me over on League Redacted over on YouTube. Time is precious, folks, and hopefully I get to see you for more later today. Firage, take us out. Enjoy the rest of the day, folks. Hope to see you later.